What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jerry, and today we are working on the 68 Mustang once again. So in this episode, we'll be installing the Malwood Underdash clutch pedal. Handling Motorsports helped me out big time and sent me this clutch pedal along with the reservoir, so it's a whole kit. The kit includes the pedal, the reservoir, the line, and the bolt that bolts the clutch pedal into your pedal bracket. So what we'll be doing is taking out the old brake pedal, which is still going to be reused, but it came with the kit, comes with new bushings, so we're going to get the bushings put in it, put the pedal back in, and then install the new Underdash clutch pedal. So I decided to go with hydraulic throwout bearing, so I hit up Handling and asked them kind of what a good setup would be. Well, they suggested to me to go ahead and do the Underdash clutch pedal from Malwood and go ahead and run a Ram Clutches hydraulic throwout release bearing. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then as you can see, let me get this flipped around and I'll show you some stuff. So this is everything that comes in the kit. It is the clutch pedal, the line. This is a spacer for if you have a power brake setup. Mine is manual, so I don't need that. The new bolt with 4 bushings for your brake pedal, and then of course your outside of the bolt to go through the pedal. It did come with the reservoir, but I already have the reservoir in place because I had to make a little bracket, so did that. And I've got a couple holes already drilled in the firewall, so that way my hydraulic lines and fluid lines can go through the firewall and into the cabin. But this is going to be kind of difficult to video because these first gen Mustangs are really tight up here under the dash, and I really don't know how I'm going to be able to video it. So what I'm probably going to do is just take my time and do the process of the uninstalling, installation, and then just periodically be like, hey, this is what I did and whatnot. But what I'm gonna have to do first is remove the brake pedal from the master cylinder, get it out, and put the bushings in, put it back in there, and then I can set my Malwood clutch pedal in there, run the bolt through, and really it should be as simple as that. And I already did my pre-planning on, like I said, the hole drilling and reservoir locations. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in there and see if I am happy with that, and then if not, I can re-drill, no problem. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get on the installation of the Malwood clutch kit. So I'm excited. This is what I wanted for the car, so let's go ahead and get into it. One thing for sure you will have to do, if your car is an automatic like mine, you will have to cut the original brake pedal down to size. I don't have anything to be able to cut that at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to still put my pedal in there, get it situated, and then I can come back with a die grinder or a angle cutter and cut this down to what I need. I have a brake pad on the way, so that way I know the exact size, so I'll probably wait until that gets here and then I can mark it and then cut it. So I did go ahead and remove the cowl top hat because that'll allow me to get more room, or have more room to be able to get to the pedal up there. And so what I'll have to do is, let me get you pulled around here, is let me see, there it is. I've already taken the clip off. I need to get that pushed through to release the brake pedal. Of course, I got to take the clip out right there, the carter pin, and unhook it from the master cylinder. Once that's done, it should just come right out. Then I can put my bushings in and we'll be good to go. And like so, we have the original brake pedal out of the car. So what we'll do is we'll get out these bushings and replace them with the new ones. And then once those are out and in, we'll put it back in the car, push that pin through. And from what the instructions say, you are gonna enter this from the passenger side. So this is the side right here that you screw in from the driver's side. So that's what we'll do for sure. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, and just like that, we have the new bushings in place on the pedal. I'll show you under here. It'll be kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see there's the brake pedal rod, there's the outside, or that's the inside of it right there, and then the outside is up there right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this brake pedal replaced, and then we can start the process of getting the Malwood clutch pedal in. Dude, look at that. We got 3 pedals. Heck yeah. That's pretty dang exciting, dude. But so now I just got to put my top hat back up in there for the cowl. I still got to cut that down, which that can be done a little bit later. I still got to run my reservoir line, my master cylinder to throw out bearing line, which is okay. You know, that won't be much, just run through there. And then, of course, put my e-brake handle back up. So far, the install of the third pedal was not that bad. You just take a little bit of time, some patience, and it'll go in pretty easily. I'm more concerned about that top hat, see how hard it's going to be to get in there. But I'll come back whenever all of this is buttoned up and just do an overview. So that'll be exciting. All right, got the top hat back in, got my e-brake handle back in, got the vent for the top hat in. Everything looks good and buttoned up, so we are in good shape. I am very excited. I made my order today to get my other brake pedal pad in, so that means I can mock it up, cut this down, and it will look correct. I still got to get this shifter out. I'll probably do that here in just a couple minutes, but got that done. Got my lines ran up in there. Let me show you out here. We got, don't mind all of this stuff right here, but we got the cable, or I should say hydraulic line, run underneath the steering box down that way, and I've got my reservoir line running that way. So we should be in good shape. So as you can see, I am quite sweaty. It's like 90 something degrees out here, and I've been underneath the dash, so it got a little bit warm. But overall, the installation was not that bad. The most irritating part, I guess I could say, was getting the old pin out to bring out the brake pedal. But even then, that wasn't that bad. It's just tedious because of all the wiring harness being up in there. But overall, it's an easy kit to install. And once again, thank you, Hanlon Motorsports, for sending it my way. It helped out tremendously. I really do appreciate you guys. So if you need anything that is 5-speed, 6-speed transmission related, or anything manual transmissions, they are the go-to guys for me now. Be sure to hit them up, give them a call. Excellent customer service. Website has tons of parts for T5s, anything, like I said, 5-speed or 6-speed. Be sure to head their way and give them a call if you need anything. I'm going to go ahead and call it at that. I thank you very much for stopping by and giving this a watch. Hopefully this helps anybody who does a Underdash Malwood hydraulic setup like this, kind of give you an idea of placement. But just take your time and it'll be okay. Thank you guys very much for stopping by. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. We'll see y'all next time.